Christmas. Just opening every review with that.
For the rest of the year.
For the rest of the year. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Game Warrior. My name is Jason.
And I'm Jenny.
And today we're looking at the 1 to 4 player competitive, violently competitive game Dog Park, designed by Lottie Hazel and Jack Hazel and published by Birdwood Games. I think they should change the name of the company to Dogwood Games. So here's the game. Where's the game? Thank you.
Are you going to do that in every video too?
It happened so funny. The last review we did, what was it? Oh, Wayfarers to the South Tigers.
Yep.
Welcome to Game Reviews, Game Warrior style. Jenny's a little different from everyone else.
Why? No, let's not get into that yet. That's not important.
Explain the frame of what we're doing, Jenny.
All right, so what we would like to provide for you is whether or not you want to, so by the end of this video, knowing whether or not you want to fork over your cold, hard cash and buy the game, just go over to somebody else's house and play the game, or a convention, whether even that's worth it, or just avoid it altogether.
Buy, play, avoid! Okay, game overview. What's the game about?
All right.
It's called Dog Span. It's a joke. Everyone says the same joke. It's a joke that's been said 1,000 times. People are saying that they tried to make the wingspan of dogs, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So the overview of the game is that you are basically going to auction to get a dog, and there's different dogs that you can go to auction for. And those dogs ultimately cost you some number of resources in order to ultimately walk them in the dog park. So you have resources, you're going to auction, you get the dog, and then you have to, in order to walk the dog or the dogs, you have to spend the resources indicated by the card. When you walk the dog, you get to gain additional resources or points or some action abilities. And then you basically walk your dog, and at the end you bring your dog home. And the dogs may also have certain actions that you can take during the walk, or certain actions at the end of the game. So then you bring your dog
scoring.
Scoring. So you bring your dogs home, and you gain reputation for walking your dog.
The idea is to be the best darn dog walker around. It is a beautiful game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk. It's a gentle game, right? It's simple.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say simple, what I meant was it was fairly easy for us to learn.
It was really easy to learn.
And we've had some monster difficulty games.
The rule book is very clear. It breaks it down nicely. The board is intuitive. You know exactly where everything goes. You know, you can figure out the icons really quickly. So it's a very easy game to learn and to play.
Yep, and a good rule book.
Yep.
Good rule book. What do you think of the components?
The components are so cute. Oh my god. I love, love, love this game in regards to the artwork. The cards are beautiful. The board is beautiful.
Tennis balls.
The components are so cute.
And chew toys.
Little bones or something.
Bones.
Yeah. So
they're great.
Yeah, the components are, little wood components or whatever. Your auction is a leash, so where you're selecting your number to go to auction, it's on a little dial that looks like a leash. The little meeple that's your meeple for your dog and your dog walker are
Each one's
so
different.
cute.
Yeah.
The colors are beautiful. So, I mean, whoever did the artwork on this, I always say this because I don't know, really, really nice job. It's a gorgeous game.
That would be Holly Exley, Dan May, and Kate Avery.
Yeah.
So there's 163 dogs. Each one's unique.
Yep.
Great artwork. We're not dog people. We're cat people.
No, we're dog people.
We're cat people.
We're both.
So, if this had been called Cat Park, it might have been better.
No, and I love the cards.
No, it was so fun to see dogs we loved on the cards, right?
Yeah, and they do a nice really nice description of the dog and maybe the origin of the dog or where the dog came from. So you learn a little bit about the dog too. So I love this game. Just melts my heart when I open it. It's so cute. In fact, I will tell you, I know this comes in later, when Jason said, oh, I backed a game, right? You backed this game?
Yeah, we did this video at the beginning of the year.
I was like, oh, okay, what'd you get? He's like, dog park. I'm like, what the hell, Jason? Really? Dog park?
I got some serious crap for backing this.
And I hadn't seen it. I knew nothing about the game. And so then this game arrived, and just looking at the box, I was like, oh, I immediately fell in love with the look of this game. It's so pretty.
So this is fun. I pulled a random card so you could see it. I'll let you look at that. And guess that. That is, let's see if you can catch that. That's a St. Bernard. And we had a St. Bernard.
Yeah.
Churchill. So that was pretty cool. I just pulled that right now. That was kind of cool. Okay. The components are great. It looks beautiful. It's easy to play. Does it have replayability? What do you think about long-term aspects of this game?
I think it is replayable in that it's super simple to throw out and play the game. I think because the card deck is so huge with all the different dogs, that's really fun and exciting to see new dogs every single time. And I don't know, you know, obviously you'd have to play it a ton to go through all the dogs. You know, it is a simple game, and so I didn't think that there was a ton of strategy to it, so I could see that being a downside in regards to replayability. You know, so you're not throwing it out and trying to think, oh, I'm going to try this new thing this time. Not to say there isn't strategy to it, and the cards really play into that nicely, but I mean, it's not something I would throw down for a challenge. It is something I would throw down. Okay. Cat butt. It's something I would throw down because it's beautiful, it's fun, and it's easy to play.
Yeah. So that leads into tactics and strategy, which is, you pick it up pretty quick. It's simple, but there's some strategies and tactics to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you look at your cards and you start to figure out how you can use your dog cards to their utmost ability, and then also what kind of resources you need to get to actually use those cards to their utmost ability, and starting to kind of figure out all of that, there's definitely a strategy there.
So what were your expectations? I'll tell you, this was funny because her expectations were super low.
Very low.
In fact, I was given husband criticism, you know, like, I'm not sure I want to keep you around criticism. When
I don't think it went that far.
She was not pleased. Dog park. And then I got it, and she's like, oh, that's here. Oh, they delivered on time, because they did, right?
Yeah.
And then she took one look at it and went, oh, I want to play this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I expected. I think I expected some kind of cartoony, goofy game that had centered around a dog park, and what arrived was a beautiful game, very well put together. The components are delightful, the cards are delightful, and there's another cat butt.
This is a different cat butt, if you didn't know.
And it was just a sweet, easy game to play.
Yeah, and learn. So let's move into kind of, oh, and I don't know if it's available on Amazon. I should have done that before we did this. We did the Kickstarter of it. And here's the thing, like, this is what I think about the game. I'm not giving you my final ranking yet, but I'm going to tell you my thinking. The first game, I was like, eh. Second game, a little bit better. The third game was a little bit better. Mm-hmm. But 3 games in, and that's where I'm at, I was like, you know, I love the look at it. You can tell that Hazel and Jack put a lot of love into it. I would.
Lottie and Jack.
Oh, Lottie? What did I call her? Hazel? Well, that's their last name. Sorry, I just cracked myself up. So Hazel and Hazel. Hazel and Jack. Oops. Lottie and Jack. I think from what I can tell and from the way they did this, that this was a labor of love.
Yeah,
It
for sure.
really feels like they love dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they put a lot of work into it, and it really came off great. But for me, it's not meaty enough. That's where it's at. It's just not meaty enough. It's delightful, but it's not meaty enough for me. My guess is I don't know what her review is going to be, but I don't think it's meaty enough for her, and it's not meaty enough for our game group. I'm trying to think of people who we might play this with, and there's just not too many I would. But we do have a meaty group, right? I mean, there are people who would go, oh, that was cute, but can we get out the Oathsworn or Ark Nova or Wayfarers, the more thicker games?
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts and feel about it, which actually makes me, now you're gonna feel funny here. This sounds funny. I feel a little guilty because this is not a bad game.
No. Mm-mm.
Right? And you see bad games, you're like, oh, like you guys cut corners, you didn't edit the rules, oh, things that drive me nuts. There's none of that here.
Nope.
Just not meaty enough for me. It's not immediate enough. So I'll give you my number after, but I'm gonna go with I would play this if a friend brought it out, but I wouldn't buy it for myself. I do have it, but I imagine I will sell this. So I'm gonna throw this over to you. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I agree. I would take out this game just to look at it and to go through the cards, and just because it's so delightful. It kind of breaks my heart because it's so, you can tell it was like a complete labor of love, and they did it so well. But yeah, for me, not quite enough strategy, not enough going on with this game that I think I would pull it out. If we had younger kids, I would definitely pull out this game.
I would for sure.
And pull it out pretty often because it would be a great game for, I think, a younger audience. So I do recommend this game. Just know that it is light and, probably good to play with maybe some younger kids. Plus, you'll love all of the artwork. Did you do your final ranking?
I haven't. No, we're gonna let her done.
Okay. Oh, I'm doing it?
Yeah, that'll come in next.
Okay. So I would say that this, on one hand, with the artwork and the labor of love, it's excellent. As far as the play, I would say it's a 6. I would play if I'm in the mood. In other words, if I felt like we had, a group of people at our house that would really dig this game, maybe some of our friends and their kids or something like that.
So I'm going to come in and give it a 6. Same thing.
Yeah.
And the quality is, I will probably never pull this game out again if it's just me and you. Now, there's also a context there. We have so many games, that we're also playing a lot of games just to review them and get them, decide whether we're keeping them or not. So things like that. But our kids are all grown. They're out of the house. Thank God. And was that me? Was it? That I'm happy that the kids are gone?
No.
They're good kids.
They're happy they're gone too.
Right, but if they were young, we would play this.
Yeah.
We would.
Yeah. And again, I think it's a very solid game. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. The artwork is absolutely phenomenal. Just it's light.
There you go. Light. Okay, everybody. Until next time, this has been Jason
And Jenny.
from the Game War. And by the way, we should say welcome back, Jenny. You've been gone for 9 months. What have you been doing?
Playing games.
Playing games. All right. Until next time, thank you for watching.